Hi folks, happy Handpanuary. Today's theme is ease of flow. Just getting into that flow and just letting it be. It's not going to be easy to begin with though. We have to learn a 4-chord pattern and learn an interesting arpeggio to go with it. But then once you get it and you breathe with it and you stop thinking about it and you stop counting with it, you just let it get into your body, that's when it feels good. That's when you get that ease of flow. So that's what we're aiming for here. It's a little exercise to actually achieve ease of flow. So the first chord that we're looking for on this instrument is an F sharp minor. You might be in a different key, that's okay. We're looking for notes 1, 3, and 6. I'm going to play 1 and 3 with my right hand. And we're working in a triplet feel here. So this right hand's going to have to do a lot of work because it's moving back and forth quite a lot. I'm just really enjoying doing that. That feels like ease of flow. And then we're going to shift to this chord here. This is a G sharp minor in my case. I'm going to play 2-4 with the left hand. So you see how we're switching roles now? So we've practiced this with the right, now we have to practice this with the left, doing everything both sides. So we're playing 2, 4, and 7, making another triangle shape, just the other direction, right? Same thing. So now we can switch between those two chord shapes. Again, and switch. Oh yeah, that feels good. Switch. So I'm accentuating with my voice what the bass hand is doing, basically, to try and help you out there. If it's putting you off, I'm sorry. But there are 4 chords to this pattern, not 2. So then we're going to bring the left hand over, I think. What are we going to do? No, we're not bringing the left. Well, yeah. Well, no. By the way, I'm looking at the notation for this pattern. If you want access to the notation as well, if that'll make it easier for you, you can join me on Patreon. Your support will also be massively appreciated. So actually, I'm going to play with my right hand, 3 and 5, and then my left comes up for 7. So you'll notice we've already played 7 here. Now we're shifting chord, but we're keeping the melody the same. Right? So wherever that double strike is, it's with one hand, and wherever that like chord or gunga is happening, that's with one rotating hand. Okay, then our final chord, because there's 4 of them, is 1, 3, 5, 5. So we'll do that like this, apparently. I guess that makes sense. So we're moving from here down to here. Just nice and easy. Ease of flow. Right? So from this chord, we're just going to move that whole shape down a note on that right hand side. The arpeggio never changes, it's always the same. Up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. But the thing that we're practicing is having one hand doing a lot of the work, depending on which chord shape it is, right? So, chord 1, this triangle here. Then we move to the next chord, which is this triangle here, leading with the left hand. Here we go. Then we're moving. Watch how I shift, how my body moves. Whee! My right hand comes down here. Yeah, my left hand comes up for this melody. And then same again. Here we go. And then this whole shape moves down here for the same thing. And then we're back to the beginning. Here we go. And then we switch. Here we go. Then we switch. Here we go. Then we switch. Here we go. Oops. I did that different. Here we go. And switch. And switch. And switch. It's a lovely progression when you can step out of the count and just start listening to it. It's got something kind of interstellar about it, almost. That wasn't on purpose. And then once you speed it up as well, it starts to get really beautiful. And if you can really like lean into like putting the accents on those strong beats, then it really gives it some character. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2, a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a Hear how I'm using dynamics there? Just as well, because the chord 1, E major, which is what the key that this pan is in, because that doesn't ever appear in this progression, it always just wants to keep going and going and going and going and going, and then you get stuck into that flow, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. So I hope you enjoy that. Again, if you need the notation, go grab it on Patreon, yeah, enjoy that one. That's one of my faves. I love this Sabye. I love the Sabye scale. I don't teach on it enough. So I'm glad that some of you asked for it. Anyway, happy Handpanuary. See you tomorrow.